What's up, guys? It's Bobby and Taylor, East
Good morning.
Carolina. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Not a whole lot, man.
Yeah?
Not a whole lot. Slow month so far, ain't it?
Man, we kind of expected it a little bit. I guess the snow ended up making it tough. We just got done with snowpocalypse.
Yeah.
It really actually happened this time. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. 14 inches.
Yeah, it was like the day before. I had like 2 or 3 people seeing that it was going to be real. Like, yeah, I need to go ahead and trade in for a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, last minute.
Right.
I can tell you, people with 4-wheel drive, I saw some of them stuck on the side of the road too.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back in the saddle again. But we got, I don't know, we still got 3 weeks left, something like that, close to it.
Yeah.
It is a short month, so we gotta get on the grindstone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had basically doubled my sales just in yesterday, you know, which is not saying much. I sold 2. I only had 1 out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll continue to strive, try to make this month worthwhile. I had a couple things I was going to share. We didn't share last time, and people might have already figured it out by now. But if people are Ford fans, the Ford Escape is gone.
Yeah.
They are canceling the Ford Escape. I mean, it doesn't affect us so much as just giving us some more market share to sell our compact and midsize SUVs. But for them, I think it made sense. They have a lot of SUVs in that class. We just added one with the Cherokee.
Just hit the ground.
Yeah, saw our first Cherokee. I thought it was pretty sharp looking. I've heard people with mixed opinions. Our mechanics are not fans of them. But, you know, we'll see how they do. Anything brand new, people are going to be skeptical. But you know, I'm excited for it, personally.
Yeah. Well, new motor, like new complete redesign almost.
Yeah. Yeah, the old Cherokee, it's not even close to being the same vehicle. I mean,
No.
full-on hybrid, you know, 210 horsepower, 230 pounds per foot of torque. There's really not much out there in that class that offers that kind of power.
Right.
And then you get the benefit of better fuel economy. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be a good choice for us, and you know, something that's 4-wheel drive and not all-wheel drive like most of the other vehicles in that class.
Right. Yeah. Most of them all-wheel drive, like you said. So that'd be good.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of Jeep's heritage, and they did a throwback on the design of this one. It's like a, you know, the back is more of a flat style, and then the front is kind of like that old school Cherokee from the 90s and early 2000s. So hopefully it'll be popular. I mean, we need to sell them. It doesn't really matter what we think so much about them. You know, it matters what the consumer thinks.
It's true.
But that's something that is new for ours. Ford's out with their Escape. They've got the Bronco still, though, the Bronco Sport, which I guess, you know, is kind of like the same space inside.
Right.
It's been more popular. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Everybody and their mama wanted the Ford Bronco.
Yeah.
The small one, too. Like, they wanted
Right.
the small Bronco.
Yeah, I had somebody ask for it the other day. I was like, really? You want that
Yeah.
one? You don't want the big one?
My father-in-law, that's when I first met my wife, that's what he was looking for, was like a small Bronco. I was like, all right, like, whatever.
Yeah. My only issue with their product line is the amount of power you get. It's a 3-cylinder turbo,
Yeah.
which 3 cylinders is a way for them to save money and make more of them, and you know, it be cost effective. Which in our Lincoln line, we're actually getting further away from. We don't even have an entry level anymore, you know, because along with the Escape being gone, they've taken out the Corsair.
Yeah.
So that was a mid-30s, low 40s SUV in the luxury line that we could sell. I mean, you can buy them too for $50 once you got into the high, the Grand Touring of those models. But now the entry level is the Nautilus.
Right.
just kind of, I guess, what we got to deal with in the market nowadays. I think we'll see some of the costs even out a little bit in our Chrysler Dodge Jeep side, but it sounds like Lincoln's going up rather than down.
Yeah.
But we're always going to have, I think, a competitive market, and it keeps us on our toes. But if the consumer has more choices, though, that's what I feel like is better. Seeing the Corsair go away is kind of a disappointment, because it was a fairly popular SUV.
Right.
But I think we sold more more pre-owned of the Corsairs, because they were at a really great price point. You can get one with like 15, 20,000 miles and
Being in the 30s.
Yeah. But yeah, Lincoln, being what they are, they're upscale units, and so I guess it makes sense for them to just kind of protect their price point. And the Nautilus was one of the best SUVs for 2025. I think it was either Motor Trend or one of the other third-party sources that might have been J.D. Power. J.D. Power's top SUV in its class. So
it's a nice vehicle. The Nautilus is a very nice vehicle.
It's crazy that the Navigator kind of followed suit of the Nautilus with the big panoramic display, as opposed to the other way around. Usually the higher class or the higher trim level vehicle kind of sets the tone for what the other vehicles do, but this time the Nautilus opened people's eyes up to that big screen and having it where it is. I mean, it's one of those things I think is, as a consumer, you see that big screen, it might be a little daunting, but you can turn it down, you can make it to be less busy.
It's not even that distracting, really.
No.
I don't think it is. I drove one to Wilmington, and it's above your eyesight, like you're looking above it, so you just glance down as if you were looking at your touch screen or whatever. That's the way I looked at it.
Yep.
But I thought it was nice. I thought the vehicle rode smooth. I wonder if the Aviator will follow suit.
Yeah, that seems like that's the next step.
Yeah.
The 27 maybe, because 26 is the same design.
Yeah, it's not much different. But I've been waiting on them to say, hey, we're going to redo the Aviator. But the Aviator's nice the way it is, too.
I know. You don't want to ostracize your clientele.
Yeah.
People that buy Aviators, they tend to trade them in for Aviators.
Yeah.
Or, lease. A lot of Lincoln folks lease.
They're nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of the Lincolns. It's a little bit harder sell because you can get into a Grand Cherokee for about 15, 20 grand less.
Yeah.
Walking over 20 feet, and be able to show them a Summit that has everything for like 65 grand. And then the Aviator gets all the way up to like 80, and low 80s, I think, is like where it maxes out. So, but there's always going to be pros and cons to any brand.
Yeah.
And I will admit that the Aviator does ride a little better than the Grand Cherokee.
Yeah. I mean, it's considered luxury. That's what I try to. If a customer wants to look at both, then I'm like, I know, listen, it's luxury.
Yeah.
It will be nicer than the Grand Cherokee.
Yeah. That was what sold well by customers. They sat down in that perfect position seat.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, no, we're not looking at anything else.
Yeah.
This is it right here.
Yeah.
That seat is like the most comfortable seat, I think, out there.
Don't look at the Aviator and think that the Jeep Grand Cherokee is going to be on that same, like they're two different classifications of vehicles.
Right. Yeah.
So
They've got a 20-way seat, but Lincoln has gone to great extents to make their seat just the most comfortable out there.
it's crazy how in depth that seat goes.
Yeah. You got like 4 different lumbars in the touchscreen when you get I think it's 27-way. It might be a 30-position seat now.
Yeah.
And the Navigator.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. To have that much customization.
Yeah.
And then also the massage is just like icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So Jeep is chasing after that dream, but they're not quite there yet as far as luxury.
They got a little ways to go.
Yeah.
The leather, I think, in some cases, I think the leather's softer in the Grand Wagoneer. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the leather is softer. But
Yeah, the Bridge of Weir leather and the Earl, how Earl gushes over the Lincolns.
Yeah.
Earl is our Lincoln specialist, and he knows so much about Lincoln.
yeah,
He really is an advocate of the brand. He owns 2 Lincolns,
yeah,
and he knows so much about it for a long time. He was really the only Lincoln certified specialist.
for a while.
And going over that product, you really have to know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You can't go from a Jeep product and knowledge and jump into a Lincoln and suddenly act like you know what these buttons do.
yeah.
You got to get in there and play around with it and do the Lincoln training.
And it's not even like you have to sell the customer on it. Like you don't have to really sell the customer on the vehicle.
Right.
You just have to sell them on the, like, make sure that they, convince them that it's worth the money
Yeah.
that they're about to spend.
Yeah. No doubt, because I mean, a Navigator starts at $100,000.
Yeah, that's
The
yeah,
starting point.
yeah. Well worth it.
Yeah.
But you just
yeah.
got to make sure your finances are in order.
Yeah.
Even the Aviator, I mean, you can get a 75. Like you can easily spend $85,000 on the Aviator. So
Yeah.
the reserves are insane.
Well,
And we don't sell black labels,
no.
which I wish we did.
Yeah, I wish we did, but you know what it would come with? It would come with a whole lot of extra responsibility from the salespeople to go pick up the vehicle from their house,
Yeah.
which we already do that for
To
some
a degree,
customers.
yeah.
And then also the concierge services. Black Label is a really cool concept, but that's basically all you get. If you're buying a pre-owned Black Label, you're not going to get that stuff.
Right.
It's all just sort of that extra level of luxury in the form of service.
Right.
But you don't have to buy Black Label to get that kind of service because, I mean, like I said, if you live within a certain radius.
Yeah, we still, to a degree,
Yeah.
take care of people. Like, if you live 10 minutes down the road, I'll be like, yeah. Well, or if you work 10 minutes down the road, like, we'll go pick you up or whatever.
And we do offer the loaners,
Yeah.
for people while their vehicle's being serviced. And it actually makes it easier to pick up somebody's vehicle when you do that because you just
Yeah.
drop the loaner,
Yep.
take their car back, and
Switch them back out later on. Yep.
So and that's something that we do as a dealership. Not every Lincoln dealer is going to do that, except for maybe a Black Label dealer. And I don't think we have anybody in this side of the state that does that because one of our competitors, Fire, no longer is a Lincoln dealer.
No, really?
Yeah, they're Ford only now. So sometimes I think it's, especially if you're selling a product line that's so close like Ford and Lincoln, I think they just decided to drop the franchise because it costs some money to, to be a luxury dealer.
Yeah.
That's that extra stuff that goes along with maintaining a reputation for one thing, but also meeting the expectations of a luxury.
But you don't sell that many Lincolns either. Like, it's not like you're selling, 50, 60 Lincolns a month. You're probably selling 5,
Right.
maybe 10. So,
Yeah, on a really good month.
on a really good month, 10. So, I mean, you're lucky to get 5 out on average.
Yeah.
But they're nice. I mean, they're worth it. Like,
Yeah, and that's something for the new salespeople that I think Earl would tell them this. I'll speak for Earl in this regard, is that if you're new, and even if you're not new, but you haven't done the Lincoln training,
yeah, do the Lincoln train.
don't go out there and show it because you have to do a delivery.
And Earl is not going to be happy having to do a delivery for you.
Right. And by delivery, we mean going over everything.
Yeah, 'cause
Everything.
it's so in detail.
It is. There's so much in the screen. You got to set up the app. You gotta talk about the different, scents that you can have in the
And you're
vehicle.
working with older people too, so
Right.
it's like you're not only are you doing these things, but you're like,
extra level of patience necessary.
yeah, with these older crowd, and there's no shot at the older crowd. It's just like they don't have an understanding
Right.
of how their cell phone works in the first place.
Yeah.
So getting them to hook their cell phone up to the vehicle outside of just Bluetooth, like, you got to do like 4 different things to get your phone fully set up and ready to go.
Yep.
Because you got to do Lincoln Way app, you got to do Google, sign in with Google, and you got to do Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, that's minimum.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a part of what Lincoln grades us on too. The customer gets a survey, and if they can't answer yes, and I mean we can tell people, hey, make sure to put yes, but some people are going to go through that survey and forget about it, and they're going to put no, they never did pair my phone, and that's like a big X. We end up losing potential allocations and advertising money, all the things that go into selling a franchise brand.
Yeah, you got to do the phone as key. Like
Yeah.
These customers are like, and then you like when you get a Lincoln customer, like they're higher class people, like they're
Yeah, there's some people that come in and write a check for $100,000.
In their minds, time is money.
Yeah.
So what they'll do is they'll sit there and come in and they buy the car and they're like, all right, I gotta go. And you're like, well, you sure you don't want, like, I really wish you would, like, I want you to let me set this app up for, like, set these things. No, I gotta go. I've been here too long.
Yeah.
Well, let's set up a time for you. No. I can't do that. I gotta go. And they leave, and then, like, 2 days later, you get a phone call. Hey, how do I work this?
Right.
Hey, how do I work this?
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh.
They did make it easier to build a little bit of value for them because everybody likes free stuff. So if you set them up on that Lincoln Way app,
That's free,
you get the free app,
which is good.
but you also, when you register that you bought a new vehicle, they actually get like 60, 70, 80,000 points, which is like $400, I think, or something to be able to buy accessories or to pay for service down the line.
Yeah.
So, whenever you can build the value in what you're showing them.
Yeah.
I'm glad that switching over to Chrysler, but Lincoln, of course, has its own delivery, but I'm glad that Chrysler Dodge now with their app gives you the lock unlock for free. Finally, some value.
Something, yeah.
Because it was just like, can you please just download? I'm never going to use it. Just please download it for me. We were like begging people.
And you get this for like 2 months.
Yeah.
3 months, I think.
The trial was 3 months, and it was like, all right.
Yeah. And you got to pay. Yeah, you got to be like in this. It's hard to combat that when Ford is doing it for free because people's come in and said, the Ford's free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You want to buy a Lincoln?
Yeah, we got one. We got a Ford S.
Get you a Lincoln.
You got the much better version of the Ford right over next door. Follow me.
Right. So, it's just the way of the world, I guess.
But that's something I think people don't realize is that when we're doing these things, I do like to build value for folks, and having those things is nice value. But they grade us on setting these things up. We get dinged.
Yeah.
And it messes up not so much us, but the dealership. And we are, stewards of the dealership. We have to protect basically the bottom line of the dealership to.
Right. You don't want to get a bad survey.
Yeah.
Or a review.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want
bad Google reviews, and
especially when they throw your name out there, like, oh yeah, well this guy.
It can be.
I've had my name on a bad review.
Yeah.
It wasn't even my customer, and they threw out a bad review with my name on it. They just made sure they knew my name. They asked another salesman, "What's that guy's name?"
Right.
Like, dang, boy, I must have made him mad.
No
It
doubt.
wasn't even a customer. Like he would, in my mind, a customer is someone that's coming in to actually understand and figure out whether they're wanting to purchase a car or not, and this and that. Like they're actively working towards buying a car. That's a customer.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody's a consumer.
Right.
Everybody is a consumer.
Yeah.
So this guy just showed up hassling one of the new guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was hassling him and giving him hard. Like he asked something about the tires. Mm-hmm. And this guy's brand. He explained to him like, "Hey man, I just started like yesterday."
Right. Yeah.
And he was asking him all these ridiculously tough questions. Yeah. And
Really?
so that guy entrusted in me, which he probably shouldn't have, because
I mean, your stuff.
I mean, I know it. I know my stuff.
Yeah.
But like you came to me and you're like, "Hey man, this guy's giving me a hard time."
Yeah.
Now I feel some type of way.
Yeah. He doesn't set you up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then I walk up to him and he's like, "Why does this engine cost $10,000?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a 6.7 liter Cummins, sir."
No. Yeah.
And
it's not. We didn't come up with that price for one thing.
Yeah. Like
we didn't set the price.
It's on the window. Yeah, like it's on the window sticker. And I was like trying to be cool with him, and he was like, "Well, it's up here, and then it's down here for $10,000." I was like, "Well, like that's letting you know the engine, and this is letting you know how much it costs."
Right.
But why is it up here twice? because that's letting you know that it's the engine, and this is letting you know it's the cost.
I don't know how I can explain this anymore,
like,
but it has that engine. It
me and
costs
my
this.
lovely personality, you know how great my personality is, but things like this and situations like this,
It's already pushing you over the edge
you're
a
already
little bit.
pushing these buttons, and then you keep asking the same question over and over again.
Right, yeah.
So I finally just start like, and then the salesman's laughing in the background because of how ridiculous this is.
Right,
So he's laughing,
yeah.
and this guy leaves us. He's like, I'm gone. So he leaves and asks another salesman, what's his name? And made sure to throw both of our names on there. And I was like, that sucks.
You know, I think people do that
is funny,
intentionally. Though.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's
they
what I'm
just
saying.
they want to give
They
dealers a
bait you,
bad
man.
name.
Yeah, they bait you. That's what that guy did. And then, like the random salesman that he talked to for 2 seconds just to get my name, he's like, I would buy a car from this guy, but I ain't talking to them other two. And I was like, well, you weren't going to buy a car in the first place, sir.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
just one of those situations, Bobby.
dealing with the public. You
Yeah,
never know who you're going to deal with.
Like, man.
Well, I mean, I and that's the thing that I've encountered recently with dealing with the public, but especially dealing with certain clientele. That once you give them the inch, they're gonna take it not just a mile. They're gonna
Man.
find the ways to get it. Just keep on asking and keep on pushing.
Yeah.
One more thing before we go.
Yeah.
And then, like, after the deal's already done, we've already agreed to everything. Like, hey, also, one little small item, I'd like to have this, thrown in some floor mats or whatever, whatever it is.
No.
We've already, we bottomed out what we could spend on this deal to make the deal with you.
Man, this is a done deal.
Yeah.
And then they're waiting until they get out of the business office.
Right,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, well, actually, no, you signed that piece of paper. Well, now we got somebody that isn't happy because they're not getting
Right.
their way.
Right.
And that's the problem with.
And it's not that we don't want to take care of you guys. Like, it's not that we don't want to take care of a cut. Like, we want to take care of all of our customers.
Right.
We want everybody to be 100% happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
I think
want you to be satisfied.
And yeah, like, obviously,
But-
so you'll come
But
back.
be reasonable with me.
Yeah, like, you got to be, like, it's both worlds. Like, it's both sides.
Yeah.
Like,
And you
know.
got to consider that the money's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah, it's not just, like, magically. Like, if we get service work done here, we pay for it. Like,
Right.
if you saying, hey, like, get new tires on this car, like, it's not free.
Yeah.
Like, we are, like, it's coming out of somebody's paycheck.
Yeah. There's a
And
cost
it
to the
ain't the
product.
owner, I can promise you. The owner's getting paid off of everything.
Yeah.
And, like, that's great. Like, we're thankful to be working for Chip. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah. He makes money in the service department.
yeah.
But he also makes money in the sales department and the
Yeah.
parts department. So
But
for
we
him,
don't
it's,
make
but it's
money
him
on the
good.
service
For him, it's good.
yeah, for him it's great. But for us, we don't get paid off of service work. Just
Yeah.
like they don't get, well, they do get paid off of sales if they send somebody up to the front.
No, well, that's true. Yeah.
But we don't get paid off of service.
They have to mention that they sent them up there. They
Yeah.
can't just walk up.
Yeah, if
and
you ask
come
for
after them.
tires, that's not another $50-$60 in our pocket. That's probably another $100 out of our pocket.
Right. Yeah, or more. Or
more.
Shoot.
Yeah, depending
off-road
on the
tires.
Yeah.
Cost $2,000 for 4
Yeah.
tires. Yeah.
So we're gonna fight for that money, just like you want to fight for your money.
Yeah.
And that's what the dealership's all about. That's what it is when you know.
Yeah.
I wish it was a set in stone price, but I mean, you're gonna overpay if it is a set in stone price.
Yeah.
Like CarMax.
Yep. Yep. You go in there. They're setting their price. They could be making $4,000. They could making $1,000. And ultimately, the company's gonna make profit because
Yeah.
they're all in house. They
Yeah.
sell their own warranty. They sell their own.
And it's not commission based.
Stuff.
Like these guys, like don't care if you buy or don't buy. Like it's,
Yeah.
they're not gonna take care of you after the sale. Like you're just, it's a lose for you guys overall.
And they're not going to know their product. I mean, you go in there, you buy something, and you expect them to show you how to do everything like we show in our delivery process.
Yeah.
It ain't going to happen.
No.
It ain't going to happen. They're going to give you the keys. They're going to say, you can return this car in 7 days if you don't like it. And you're still 2 weeks out, don't know how to pair your phone. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I'm stuck with it now.
And then you go to the guy who you shopped with before and didn't buy from,
Yeah.
decided not to purchase from that guy, and you go to him and you're like, hey man, I bought this car from such and such. How do I pair the phone? And I'm like, I don't know, man, service department.
Yeah. Look, that I have had it just in the last couple weeks. Somebody buy a vehicle because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
And I get it, it was cheaper, but you also didn't get certification because I want a Dodge place.
Lose out on that.
But then they asked me, so what's the deal with this, the spoiler on the back or something like that? I can't remember exactly what his question was, but he was asking me something and I was like, for one thing, you didn't buy this for me.
Yeah.
And I can answer a simple question, that's not a problem. But you're asking me about something that is technical. You're asking something that has to do with a vehicle that you didn't buy from me. You didn't even call me back.
Yeah.
But now you're calling me to ask about a problem that you're having with your car.
Yeah.
And expecting me to give you an answer to diagnose whatever you're talking about, or basically use my expertise, even though you didn't shop with me.
Yeah.
And
You're wanting to use my expertise for free.
right.
You
exactly.
paid another guy. You paid another guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so, like, that guy got paid off of your purchase. Mm-hmm. So, like, go to him and make him work for his money.
Right.
Don't make him work for that guy's money.
Yeah, because
Like, that don't make no
I
sense.
am technically working for free. I didn't make any
Yeah.
commission off of this.
We don't get paid if we don't sell a car.
Right.
Like, that's just the bottom line. Like, if we don't sell a car, we don't. I'm sitting at zero right now. And you know how much my check? Yeah. You know how much my check is gonna be if it keeps continuing like this? I might be looking for another job.
It's
At the
crazy
end
how
of the day.
quick it flips in the
Yeah.
sell side that, we really literally do go from hero to zero
Yeah.
in the matter of a few hours when we go from January to February.
Customers come in all the time. Hey, I bought this car from Carvana and I don't know how to work it. And I'm like, oh man, like Carvana should probably. I had a guy come in a couple of weeks ago, like at the first of the year, and was like, yeah, like he came in 2 or 3 times last year, went on a couple of test drives. On Rams and was like, this and that, I'm gonna buy one soon, this and that, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then he calls me, or he just shows up sitting at my desk. And he's like, yeah, I wanna ask you a couple of questions about this truck that I purchased from such and such a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, service department.
Yeah, those guys back there help you out.
Yeah, those guys can help
I
us
mean,
out.
and if it's a problem, you will go hit with a diagnostic fee, and nobody. That's what you should be doing. Is when you ask us questions like that, we should start charging a diag fee.
Seriously. Like
a
a delivery
consultation
fee.
fee.
Yeah, consultation, something like that. Yeah. Get paid something off of it, at least. But like, you can't. Like, I always ask them. Like, as soon as they ask me, hey, how does this work or whatever, my first question is, where did you purchase? Like, who did you purchase your vehicle from? Like, I'm all about customer service. But like, don't come and shop with me, and then go buy your car from someone else, and then come back to me to deliver it to you.
Yeah.
Like, that is crazy.
That ain't gonna happen.
It happens.
I'll be happy to answer a simple question. Maybe they'll come back, later. If there's a certain line. If it's something very complicated, if I'm going over a whole bunch of stuff, it ain't gonna happen. If they got a simple question, somebody asked me about the little thing in the back of a truck, the thing that is a bracket for your toolbox. They wanted to know what it was. I didn't know what they were talking about the way they were describing it. So I walked outside and I took a look and I answered the question and I said, okay, have a great day, and hey, don't forget we do have a service department. We do have to be advocates for the dealership and tell them that even though they bought a vehicle somewhere else, they can still come here and spend money. And that, for me anyways, means that if they continue to do that, that eventually they're going to end up back in front of me, and I'm going to have a chance to sell them a car.
Right.
It might be a couple years, but people get
Playing
tired
the
of
long
stuff.
game.
Yeah,
Playing the long game.
and that's it. Sales sometimes is that. And, and
sometimes it is playing the long game.
it's.
But I will stare at you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you come in talking about, hey, I bought this car from
if you
down the road.
just bought it, and we
I
were
bought
just
this car from
talking.
down the road. And I'm like, don't know what to tell you, boss.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit different in that aspect. Right.
It is kind of about how the person approaches you too. Some people just feel entitled. They see the Dodge sign up there and they're like, "You got to tell me this," and they're like, "Bro, no, really, actually, I don't. I'm doing this out of my own free will to help you with something you didn't purchase from us." So they hopefully show some appreciation when we do go, a little above and beyond. But it's the nature of the business. You're going to sometimes be the bad guy, sometimes you got to be the good guy. Choose our
we're good
battles.
guys more than we are bad guys.
Yeah,
we are good guys more than we are bad guys.
Yeah, we choose to be helpful because at the end of the day is also the golden rule. You want to be treated like how you're treating somebody else. And if we're not doing that, we're not maintaining our integrity as who we are, as people.
Right. Yeah.
We got to protect our income. That's a part of us making a living.
That's what it's all about. We get paid to sell cars.
Yeah.
Like if you don't buy a car, we don't get paid. It's like we go broke.
Exactly.
And then rent's not paid. And then lights don't get paid.
Let's.
Then we got to make decisions.
Got to find a job we can walk to.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, hey, something right down the road. I got Beast Barbecue right down the street from where I'm at, so I might be all right.
I was gonna say, you start working there, me and you gonna be best friends.
Get some chicken going around here. Learn how to cook that famous chicken they got.
I think we're getting close to the end of the time. I don't know. I heard George's countdown text.
He started.
It's Tuesday, so we've got an earlier meeting than normal. But
we still got 30 minutes in this. We still got a pretty good, decent amount of time.
Yeah. We covered some news. We covered some fun stories and what it's like being a salesperson. So I mean, I think next week. We'll maybe have a little bit more structured deal. We're going a little more free will here lately, and it's fun. I mean, I love being able to talk about how we experience life in sales.
Yeah, get it off your chest.
That's the thing. Even if nobody watches this, I'm like, all right, I got it off my chest. I can let it go now. Yeah, but
this is all pent up.
So thanks for listening to our rant. But we'll be back next week, and of course, if you guys want to hear anything in particular about what we're talking about, if you have, you want to hear more tips or you want to hear more news, we are open to feedback. You got the comment section right below the video. Send us a message, and if you do interact with us, you got a chance to be a guest. We're gonna have a guest coming up soon. And it's going to be kind of a lottery if we got 3 or 4 people that want to, and you have to like flip a coin or something. I don't know, but I'm hoping to maybe do
like
that.
Mr. Beast and have them all sit in a room. And
if we get Mr. Beast, our podcast is going to blow up.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like
Mr. Beast, the Mr. Beast games?
No, yeah.
Do like a get them all in a room and make one of them handcuff themselves to the.
I don't know how well that's going to work at the dealership. Everybody be cutting everybody else's throat. The thing we could do though is like a walk around challenge. If we do a walk around challenge, whoever ends up at the end without being able to say anything, they're gone, and you just keep going until the person that remains is able to be the guest.
Yeah.
If people want to do that, I don't know. We need to do some walk around. We hadn't done walk arounds like we used to do.
Right.
We got a couple new guys, so I think it'll be, maybe a challenge to it if somebody wants to play for that as a prize.
Yeah.
We'll throw that out there.
We got to shut this down. Mr. George is taking my lead out of
Lord.
my name. See you guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next week.